You may have seen the popular high-powered magnets called Buckyballs. Last month, the government asked the manufacturer of Buckyballs to stop selling them, saying children can accidentally swallow the magnets. The business is fighting back with an ad campaign saying the toys are meant for adults. Craig Zucker, CEO of Maxfield in Oberton, the maker of Buckyballs, is with us here this morning. Craig, welcome.
Thank you.
The CPSC has filed this lawsuit against you. Why are they wrong?
Well, first of all, it's the first time in 11 years they filed such a lawsuit against a company. The rate of injury and incident of our product is extremely low in comparison to other products that are in the marketplace. We've sold millions of units. They report 12 incidents involving Buckyballs. And compared to other products in the marketplace, it is an extremely low rate of injury. And adults have a right to choose a product that's exclusively marketed and intended for adults. We've never marketed to kids, and this small rate of misuse is because it's used by the wrong user.
Let's talk about what they can do, because basically these are very, very strong magnets, and the concern is that if a child swallows them, they can actually connect to the child's tissue inside the body. As a parent, Gail's a parent as well, I think we'd both be concerned about that.
Yeah, you could say that those are valid safety concerns.
Why is that a misplaced concern?
It's not a misplaced concern, but it shouldn't be in those kids' hands in the first place. And so on our packaging, it says keep away from all children in 5 different places. We have a vigorous safety program that, we don't sell to stores that market to children. We don't market the product for children. We have a website called magnetsafety.com that lays out the entire safety program. We have the most vigorous safety program in not just our industry, but most industries. So, of course, our concern for safety is the same as the Consumer Product Safety Commission. We just believe that there's a different course of action that doesn't require banning the product.
But how did it get to this point, Craig?
It's tough to say because we've worked very cooperatively with them for the past 3 years. We did a joint press release with them in November 2011. They have endorsed and approved our safety program going almost back 3 years. We've even suggested multiple ways to make the product safer and to go out there with more awareness. But they simply wanted to put us out of business.
You do think they want to put you out of business?
I
think that?
I think when you look at other products, where the rate.
Why would they want to do that?
I don't know. I don't know because again, when you start to look at other products, and we've talked about them a little bit, products like balloons and all-terrain vehicles and button cell batteries, which are causing far greater incident and far greater injury. And the remedy the Consumer Product Safety Commission suggests and recommends is a warning on the packaging. And now for the first time, they're saying warnings don't work. Warning, educational awareness, and that undermines how they regulate thousands and thousands of other products in the marketplace, especially when it comes to a product that's marketed and intended exclusively for adults.
We should mention the Consumer Product Safety Commission. We did reach out to them for comment. They have not responded to us so far. You say they're trying to shut you down. Is it a personal vendetta, do you think?
I hope not. I don't think it is. I think that they thought that the industry was probably an easy target. We are a small industry, and they thought a lot of the companies would roll over, as most companies do when they say recall your products. We're the first company in 11 years, us, Maxfield and Oberton, and with this product, Buckyballs and Bucky Cubes, to say we disagree with your assessment. And so to force a recall, you're going to have to take us to court.
So you and your partner started this how many years ago? You put in $1,000 each.
Started in March 2000, me and a partner. With $1,000 each in an apartment in Williamsburg. It was a very, our expectations were wildly exceeded.
You're now worth what?
Well, we were on track to sell about 1.5 million units this year. So, we were going to do $25 million in sales this year.
And now you're turning to social media to help.
We're turning back to where we started. Our roots were always the internet and consumers online. And since CPSC has effectively shut down our retail channel, we've gone back online through social media, through blogs, through Twitter.
The campaign is?
We have a campaign called Save Our Balls. It's at saveourballs.net. But really where we're seeing support is on places like Twitter and Facebook and all the blogs and the hundreds of thousands of people commenting, coming to our site, actually purchasing the product, and keeping us in business.
Do they have the power to shut you down? I mean, where does this go next?
Yeah. It's a long process. This is the beginning of a long process of determining if a product's defective. And it really is now the burden of the Consumer Product Safety Commission to show that there's something wrong with our product. We don't believe there is. We believe that it's intended. It's always been marketed to adults. We have reached out to them and tried to come up with ways to work cooperatively. They've really not responded. I mean, we provided a corrective action for the product on Monday, July 24th. By Tuesday, July 25th, we had read about this lawsuit in the USA Today. So they have been unwilling to work and talk to us for the past almost 2 months now since we've started talking about this.
And it stands now what? What's the next step for you, the next step for them?
You know, we'll keep talking about it and trying to keep supporters active and engaged. But we will fight it in a court of law now, and we'll get our day in court, and the CPSC it's on the burden of them to prove that there's a problem with the product.
All right. In the end, they would say it's still about the safety.
Yeah, and we agree. It is still about the safety, but we also say that if you're an adult and you don't have kids in the house, it's your right to be able to buy this kind of product.
Got it. Got it. Thank you. Thank you, Craig.
Thank you.